Welcome. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. I'm Deb Gillard, your host for today, and today is Wednesday, November 18th, well into the month of November, approaching Thanksgiving, and that will lend us into one of the themes for our show today, and I'll mention that here in a few minutes. Of course, you can find us in the local Owatonna area on Charter Channel 181, out on Facebook, out on YouTube, out on the thirdhandvideo.com. Just hit Owatonna Today and you're going to find us on Google. I think just Google us and you're there. But if you do join us on Facebook and like us on Facebook, you'll get constant notifications when the new shows are uploaded as they are uploaded. So that's a good thing to do too. If you have information about things that are going on in the community you would like us to pass along at the end of the program or have ideas for guests or show topics, you can get those to Leanne at 390-5751 or email owatonnatoday@charter.net. So we're going to kick off our program when we come back from our first sponsor message with the Infants Remembered in Silence Turkey Trot. And as I said, we would be talking a little bit Thanksgiving, so we'll be talking a lot about that coming back. And later on in the program, Steele County Humane Society joins us. So we'll take this break. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
The majority of fatal home fires happen at night when people are sleeping. Smoke alarms give you time to escape. We recommend that you have a smoke alarm in every sleeping room of the house and on every floor in the common living areas. Smoke alarms should be tested monthly and batteries should be replaced at least once a year. This is a safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hello, I'm David Einhaus with the Owatonna Foundation. Thank you to all of our donors who have helped make Owatonna a better place to live. Will you join us today with a financial gift? Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Kick off your holiday season with Advocates for Developmental Disabilities' 25th Annual Festival of Trees, Friday, November 20th, 7:30 p.m. at the Owatonna Holiday Inn. The gala is a festive evening of sparkling trees, live and silent auctions, and delectable hors d'oeuvres and desserts, all wrapped in a package of goodwill. Tickets are available at Cashwise, Hy-Vee, Cockeys, and Insiprints, or by calling 451-9769. Put some merry in your holidays by attending AD's Opening Night Gala, Friday, November 20th. Hope to see you there.
Welcome back. Thanks again for joining us here on the Owatonna Today Show on this Wednesday, November 18th. And I have with me Diane Sundwall. I wanted to put a Scandinavian thing in there.
Go ahead and try it.
Lori Mickelson, how are you, Lori?
Very good, thank you.
And Trot, how are you, Trot? There he is for the turkey trot that we're going to be talking about, or he or she. I'm not really sure. Yes. Turkey is non-gender specific. I'm not sure. Anyway, in any case, thank you all for joining us. We want to talk a little bit about the organization Infants Remembered in Silence, and then, of course, the event that you've had going on. We're celebrating the 7th annual this year.
Right,
we'll talk about the one coming up on Thanksgiving Day. So again, Diana, tell us a little bit about Infants Remembered in Silence.
Well, Infants Remembered in Silence, or IRIS, is a nonprofit organization that works with people who have children that pass away at any point during their pregnancy through early childhood. So stillbirth, neonatal death, miscarriages, illness, accidents, SIDS, anything like that at all.
Okay.
And we work directly with the people in the hospitals and the funeral homes. We have bereavement packets that we provide to people. We also have burial clothing that will fit infants from 10 gestational weeks on all the way up to full term. Okay. We have blankets that match those and hats that match the outfits that we've designed. We have support groups. We have a lot of different functions and things that the families can come to and take part in as well. We have a holiday service that comes up on December 6th as well at Shattuck.
Okay. And how long has IRIS been in existence?
We founded IRIS in 1987, so 28 years.
A long time helping a lot of families go through a very difficult time. And really it's not, it's a loss probably, unless you've gone through it, that
Nobody
perhaps
understands.
Nobody can understand
Right.
unless you've been through that loss.
Right, and that's something that's unique about Iris is that we're able to connect people who have had similar types of losses, so that they can really talk to somebody who's had a very similar experience and know that they're not alone and that they're not going crazy with their feelings and their emotions. So it's
And
very,
work
very
their way
nice to
through
do.
the
Right,
process.
absolutely.
What a great organization it really has, and again, what a wonderful thing to have helped so many people. I think through
Right,
those, all
we
of
work
those
with
years.
between 6,000 and 7,000 people a year.
That's
It's
amazing.
a huge number, and that's just in our 6-county service area.
that
So
was
it's,
what
we'll
I
be
was gonna
including the
ask.
grandparents, and but we also do a lot of things that are across the United States and around the world as well. The
That's
website has had, we're somewhere around 250,000 hits.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something more than that even.
Yeah. And when someone passes away, of course, it involves everyone. It's not just the immediate family, but there are so many people that are touched and affected in an extended family. And here again, too, the emotions are possibly very different than
Very
for
different.
great grandma or grandma that's lived a long, full life in an entirely
It is.
different
It's completely
scenario.
different. But you also find that people who had a loss years ago who never dealt with it, then you start having things that come up with them and things that they're asking for information and resources as well. Plus, you also have the medical staff, and they have a heart too, and so it really does affect them a lot as well. So
Well,
it's
thank you
a huge
and
number
the
of
group
people.
for all the great work that you do.
Thank you.
Major fundraiser?
Major
is
fundraiser.
the Turkey Trot, which has been going on. This is the 7th annual, and it's just fascinating because it all takes place on Thanksgiving morning,
Yeah,
correct?
who'd think?
Who would think? But a little bit of history as to how it started, and then we're going to have Lori jump in and talk a little bit about
Okay.
sponsors and some of the day's events.
It started 7 years ago. Deanna Kennan, who was an Iris mom, and her husband decided that they wanted to do something around a holiday that would be kind of in memory of their children, but yet in memory of all the children in our organization. And what ended up happening was they decided to do a 5K walk. Started out the first year, we'd hoped to have 100 people. In our wildest dreams, we'd hoped to have 100 people. And we held it up at Shattuck,
Yep.
and we ended up having 500 people.
Amazing.
A little short on being prepared for that one.
How would you?
You
Yes, yeah. How
can't
would
be.
you
You can't be.
prepared?
Each year it's grown. The next year we had it at the middle school in Faribault, and now we've stayed at the middle school. And even last year, when it was 13 below, it's race start time, we still had over 800 people who actually ran, and we could tell that because it's chip time, so we know
Yep.
who started and who finished.
Okay.
A couple people backed out on the way.
Yeah.
But for the most
No,
part,
13 below.
yeah, it was a little chilly out
Yeah.
there. When I left the house, it was 26 below.
Oh,
so
dear.
it was a little chilly, but we had a lot of people who just came and hung out inside the gym just to talk and be with other people and see their friends, and a lot of people who still went out and participated. That was great.
That is amazing.
This year they're calling for the weather to be around 45, and so we're hoping for a very huge turnout. So.
Okay. And as of early registration closing,
Which was on the
about a week
9th.
and a half ago, okay.
Right,
You had how many registered already?
We had 1,237 people registered at early registration.
Wow.
That's a huge number.
That
huge
is
number.
a huge number. Do you remember how many total were last year? Did you say 800 or was there
No,
more than
last
that
year
registered?
there was 800 ran, but we
Ran.
actually had about 1,200 that were registered totally last year. So we're over that number. I want to say it was 1,203 is what it was last
Okay.
year.
Oh my goodness. It's just grown and grown, and people are obviously loving it, telling their friends,
They're having a
their
great
families,
time.
getting involved and being involved with this great cause. Let's talk a little bit kind of how the day plays out. Lori, if you would, there's a lot of different options for people to take advantage of. So what started as a walk originally has become it's got the walk, it's got runs, it's got something for everyone.
It does. We have a 10K run and a 5K run, and those are both chip time.
Okay.
We also have a 5K walk.
Right.
And there's the majority of the people, I would say, do the 5Ks. And
Okay.
would you say that's
Yeah.
that's
Both
fair?
the walk and the run?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we also have events for the children. We have a gobble wobble
Okay.
and a tot trot.
Trot.
So-
With Trot leading the way, I'm guessing, right?
Trot leads the way.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of opportunities. We have chances for the kids or adults to have a photo with Trot if they
Okay.
want to. And Trot's always smiling under that costume.
Yes. That beak is always turned up, isn't it, Trot? You're so cute.
We also have our national anthem sung this year by the Lakelanders Barbershop Chorus.
Oh, very
So-
nice.
And there's several of their performers come out and help us with that. And if we can convince them to have a few songs along the way, that would be great too.
Wandering minstrel
Yes.
show type thing.
Wandering minstrels, yes, if it's
Working
nice
on
enough
that,
too.
yes.
And this all begins very early, so check-in and registration. That day starts when?
Well, we'll be there at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And because the weather, depending on how many people start showing up, we're planning on opening up the doors for early check-in and registration at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
But people can actually come the day before for early check-in.
Oh.
So on the 25th, we have early check-in and registration available from 4 till 6:30 at night. And that makes it a lot easier for the day of. You get 1,200 people. There's no way you can get them all signed in and ready to go
that's a
by
good
8
plan.
o'clock in the morning. So, and then, so that goes from 4 to 6:30. And then on Thanksgiving morning, the 26th, then the doors will open at 7 for early check-in and for registration again. The first events start running at 8 o'clock with the Gobble Wobble. Then there's the Tot Trot at about 8:10. Then there's the 10K run is next,
Okay.
and that's about 8:30. And then it's the 5K run, and then it's the 5K walk. And it's all staggered because it's too many people to go at one time.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have walkers in the way of the runners, and
Yep.
so we stagger everything.
Okay, perfectly. So this is really, and you mentioned the chip time, which means for someone who does not understand that, we know the runners understand that, but that makes it an official
Correct.
deal for them, right?
So
Official
when
time.
when they cross the start line, their chip triggers it and tells them that they're running now.
Okay.
And then when they cross it coming back, it trips it again and tells them what their actual time was. So even though somebody passed you doesn't mean that they did a better job than what you did. It all depends
Okay.
on your
Start
order.
and finish
So, yep,
and where
absolutely.
you came in. So it's completely...
And it's little tags that fit on the bottom on their shoelaces. That's all it is.
That's perfect. And many runners who are in events will recognize that as that's something they can really bank on then
Right,
as far
right.
as how they're
And
keeping
it's
time.
it's timed by Anderson Race Management.
Okay.
So
awesome.
that's
Very nice.
very nice thing.
Let's talk a little bit about the sponsors. That's something you're very involved with, Lori,
Yeah,
right?
I am the sponsorship coordinator this year, yes. And we have many wonderful businesses that have helped us out this year. There's about 85, so it's
Oh
too
my
many to
goodness.
mention. But our top sponsors this year, we have Southern Minnesota Scene,
Okay.
and ABC Bus Company, and Go for Sport. Those are our top 3 sponsors. And then we also have Crossroads Professional Group, who have donated a lot towards our event as well. And then, as I said, there are many other businesses.
Too many to mention. We're not going to do
are.
the laundry list of 85,
Yeah.
but thank
It's
you
just
to
wonderful.
all those
Oh,
businesses,
right. It's
individuals
great.
that have really participated to make this the event that it is.
The other fun thing is that we were also rated the #1 race in southern Minnesota.
No way!
Yeah, that's pretty
you
neat.
guys have done such
That's
a
really
great
great.
job. Look at Trot. Yeah, we're #1. Woo! And he's ready to go. I am making him gender specific because I happen to know who's behind the beat. But in any case, we are looking forward to a wonderful event. And the neat thing about this is by the time it's all done, what time are you kind of cleaning up and sending people on their way?
We are cleaned up and unloading it back at the Iris House by 12:15.
So
you're plenty of time to go home and have
your
lunch.
Thanksgiving, keep preparing things, grab your
And
dish to pass, then head to your
They
relatives.
get extra
and-
pie if they come out and participate.
Ooh.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah. So you're going to burn off some of those calories before you even, I know we've used that joke before, before you even consume them later on in the day. If they have questions, they can go to irisremembers.org on the website and of course, find out more about it, take part in it, register on site or the day before if you would like to take part in it. So Trot, have a great race, okay? All right. Lori and Diana, thank you so much for joining us and have a great,
Thank you.
successful event again this year.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having
Thank
us.
you. We'll take a break for our sponsors and we'll be right back.
United Way is all about
Changing lives.
Reaching out a hand.
advancing the common good.
Creating opportunities.
Inspiring hope.
Navigating obstacles.
Please join us and all Napa Distribution Center employees by giving generously, advocating for a better quality of life, and volunteering your time. We all win when we live united.
Hi, my name is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance. We're here to handle all your insurance needs. We are a very proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
I didn't just want another job, I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
I was new to town and I didn't know where to turn for a job, so I decided to express myself.
I decided to express myself, and they helped find the right career for me.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today. I'm Bill Owens with the Owatonna Business Incubator. Whether your business is just starting out or is expanding, we have the office space and manufacturing space that you need. As the Small Business Counseling Center for this region, we are able to help you in your expansion or your startup of your business. We are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back, and thanks again for joining us on this Wednesday, November 18th. And I have Kitty in hand. We changed out the big bird for some little baby kitties for this segment. I have Allie Hilton with me. Thank you for joining us, Allie.
Thank you for having
Cathy
us.
Lindekugel. Did I say that right?
You did.
All right. And let's introduce who we have here. I happen to be holding Jaden.
Jaden.
Yeah.
And this is Cream Puff.
And
this is Lacey J.
Okay. And how old are these little kittens?
They were born on June 22nd.
Okay.
They were born premature, so they were literally like mouse size when I brought them home.
Okay.
We're not entirely certain what happened to Mama, but they have a disorder commonly known as wobbly kitten syndrome. It has an actual name, but I can't ever say the first word. So we'll just say wobbly
And
kitten.
that's okay. That makes it much more understandable for myself and the rest of our viewers too, rather than some scientific name. But
basically, the part of their brain that controls their motor skills is underdeveloped.
Okay.
And so he walks like a drunken sailor.
Which has got to provide a little comic relief.
It does.
For one thing, I'm laughing at you, laughing with you, yes.
And these guys are kind of more scoot. They can get up and walk around, but they more do this, and then they'll get really hyper and get up on their back legs and just sort of shoot forward.
Because they want to get someplace, but it's hard for them. So this is a neurological disorder that they have. They will not get rid of it, but they will outgrow it somewhat.
Sort of.
With strength, maybe, and growth.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it technically will never get worse, it will never get better.
Okay.
But they do learn to adjust and adapt, and as they get stronger, they can move better. You know, it's more of how they learn to compensate for their disability, which makes them really kind of seem like they can do better.
Okay, which animals do, of course. We know of animals that have, lost eyes or limbs or things like that.
And they
obviously
adjust.
They do learn to get along. Able to be litter box trained and the whole works, right?
They use their litter box faithfully. I have a special box kind of set up for them with walls that they can kind of get in and lean against the wall.
Okay. Maybe for someone who would adopt one of these sweet little muffins, a little bit of accommodations, maybe in order some tips that you can provide as to what will make it easier for them.
Yep, they basically needs to be like a one-level home, or at least their living area needs to be one level where they would not have access to stairs.
Okay, so they cannot be going downstairs to use the litter box or to get to their food dish.
I don't think they'll ever be able to navigate stairs. They need to have carpet.
Okay.
Because they just tend to slip and slide on, like I have hardwood floors, and they slip and slide. So whenever I have them in an area, I have to have a blanket down.
Okay. So that they're able to stay.
Yeah. So they
because they actually, if we're watching them move around, I mean, it doesn't appear to hurt them, but they're kind of when they wobble down, their little head kind of bonks.
Yeah.
Too, which having carpet or a blanket is going to be a little bit better. As you can see, typically, I mean, very typical kittens though, in that they want to be playing. They're looking at them loving each other up and tussling and stuff. This one is going to sleep in my arms, which is fine. Again, you're oops, we woke you up. No, we laughed. Sorry.
Now he wants to join the fray.
But very just sweet, and I heard big old motor going there with one of them, so they're very happy. And other than the disease that they have, then very healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that,
I mean, they're not going to have any illnesses that they wouldn't have if they were quote unquote normal. So I was talking to a lady just the other day who has a 14-year-old wobbly.
Really?
So yeah.
Oh, I can think of some good names and stuff for you guys. These guys will be available on Pet Adoption Day this Saturday, correct?
Well, they won't. Well, I suppose they may be available.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to have them spay and neutered yet.
Okay,
I've been
okay.
kind of
So some
hesitating
little
just
details.
because of their disorder.
Okay. Yeah. So they've progressed a little more slowly.
Yeah.
Than kittens who would not be affected with a disease like this. So, but you're catching up right now.
Yep.
Okay, that was the launch. Okay. All right. Got a picture of what the launch looks like. Oh my goodness. Lots of personality.
Yeah.
That one. Funny. But let's just briefly mention then Pet Adoption Day, though, is this Saturday, and what other animals are in the system for adoptability?
We have a lot of kittens and cats that are looking for their forever homes, and a few dogs right now. We're a little bit lower on dogs, but you know that's different every week.
It is.
So
it is. Things are changing
come and they
all the
go,
time.
and yep. So, but a lot of kittens and a lot of cats.
Let's just remind people too, because we do get to this gift giving season, it's not a good idea to give someone a pet that they didn't buy into with you, right? And that they don't know about. We definitely want to find good homes for these cats and dogs, and that the individuals are ready for them, want them, it's a good fit.
We do need
all
to
of those
meet
things.
the people that are going to be the forever owners of them. And we do have gift certificates, so if somebody wants to give a gift certificate, they can do that. Just contact the Humane Society, and we'll get them a gift certificate for a family member so they can choose the animal of their, whoever they get along with, because the animals make the final decision.
Choose us. I had a
They
kitty
do.
and a doggy that chose me, chose us, I should say. So I completely understand. You have some fundraising things coming up too in the month of December, and we did want to, while we're playing with kittens, mention those. So we have the 4th annual Battle of the Bars. Wait, which comes first? Is it the Merry Market?
Yes.
It's December 12th. So let's talk about that first, Cathy.
Yeah, that's going to be on December 12th. It's going to be at the Eagles Club here in Owatonna.
That's a Saturday,
It's a
correct?
Saturday from 9 until 2.
Okay.
Hoping to have a full house again this year. And this year, the Golden Tones, the senior citizens
they'll be providing
singing
some
group, is going to be
entertainment.
there. Gosh, what did they tell me? 10:30, I am thinking, is what they told me.
Okay.
They're going to be there, and they're going to sing for about 35 minutes. Santa's going to be there and taking pictures with kids and pets again this year.
So Merry Market to buy things and get pictures and really get in the holiday spirit. We're
Absolutely.
about 2 weeks from Christmas at that point,
Yep.
aren't we, on that Saturday?
Like to call it the one-stop Christmas shopping.
Very nice. And then on December 13th, which is Sunday?
Yes,
Okay.
Sunday.
So what's going on then?
That is the 4th annual Battle of the Bars.
All right.
And it's from 12:30 to 3. What it is employees from local bars and restaurants set up their tables and show off their talents of beverages, cocktails. Some of them have food tasting and things like that. And all the proceeds for that go to the Humane Society.
So there is a $10 cost to get in. It's 21 and over.
Correct.
Right?
Bring your ID.
Yep.
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 And it is a lot of fun. We've just had the bars and restaurants in the area, especially the small town ones, the independently owned are great. They have so much fun doing this. So we like to have the people come out and support us and support them, and people get to vote for their favorite beverages.
Very fun. Fourth time you've done this.
Yep.
And so it's gone well, obviously. Gone well enough in the past to want to bring that back again.
Yep,
too.
absolutely.
Okay. We do want to put out a little plea. You're looking for directors, for the board of directors for the Humane Society?
Yes.
Kind of just give us an idea of what that entails.
The board of directors, we're voting in new board of directors coming up soon.
Okay.
And it's just to help the Humane Society make decisions, work on events. So if people are interested in volunteering for the Humane Society, have a passion for animal care, we would love to have them come and join our board.
Okay. How often do you meet?
Once a month,
Once a
the
month,
third Tuesday of every month.
So a manageable commitment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then working on events.
Ideally, how many do you have on your board?
Right now we have 12, correct?
Okay.
11 or 12?
10 or
Hold you to it,
11 or
you
12.
Yeah.
A general number of what you'd like to have on the list, yeah.
Yeah, around that area
Okay.
would be nice.
All
Just
right.
So yeah, so if anybody's interested in or need information on any of
Get a
these,
hold of you.
they can get a hold of me at the Humane Society.
I think we have your number up there, 451-4512. We've got a website too. And
Yep.
So Allie and Cathy and, oh no, let's see, Cream Puff and
Lacey.
Lacey and
Puff,
Jaden,
Lacey and
who is
Jaden.
totally
comfy.
Thank you all for joining us. Have a couple of wonderful, successful December events on the 12th and the 13th, the Merry Market and the Battle of the Bars.
Oh, and the Battle of Bars is at the Eagles also.
At the Eagles also. Big weekend at the
Yes.
Humane Society.
Yes.
And support the Humane Society and come out for Adoption Day. And such a wonderful work you do with their beautiful little animals here. So thank you again.
Thank you.
All right. Always a pleasure having you. Always a pleasure to hold a cat. In my book, so I'm okay there. We'll take a break for our supporters and we'll be right back.
Hi, Warren Abraham, Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Okay, a kitty in the hand. I'm going to try to do my announcements here for the end of the program. So, as we mentioned, the Steele County Toys for Tots program is well underway. Boxes are out taking those donations. Today, in fact, November 18th is the last day to submit an application if you are a family member, parent, or guardian that is looking to receive the benefits of Toys for Tots. Eliminate Homeless event. There was one event today, breakfast, which is, we're probably past that now for the Steele County Transitional Housing. The next event is tomorrow for noon lunch at the Owatonna Holiday Inn. At this point, I guess, please call 446-9315 if you have questions about joining from them for that other event. Beds for Kids 6th Annual Fundraiser is this coming Friday, November 20th. It will be at the Eagles from 4:30 to 7:30. It's a pancake supper, silent auction, raffle prizes. For more information, contact Executive Director Sherry Kropp at 507-213-6312. Interesting to note that since 2010, Beds for Kids has given out over 625 beds to families in need, and that includes the new twin bed with mattress, pillow, and bedding, and it's just a wonderful thing that they do for kids and families. Steele County Historical Society is going to be welcoming back the Americana Showcase. That's this Friday, November 20th at the History Center. 3 musicians scheduled to perform. It will be a wonderful evening social hour at 6:30, cash, beer, and wine bar available. Music begins at 7:30 in the Wenger Room. Tickets are $20 for non-members, $15 for Historical Society members, and you can, of course, call them if you'd like more information on that. And the opening night gala for the Festival of Trees, by the way, for the 25th annual, is this coming Friday evening as well at 7:30, and that is at the Owatonna Holiday Inn, and tickets are $30. Open to the public. I know a lot of folks have been involved in that before. Those tickets are available at Cashwise, Hy-Vee, Kotke Jewelers, and Insty Prints. If you have questions, they're called the Advocates for Developmental Disabilities, the ADD office, at 451-9769. I have put this little one to sleep. Oh my goodness. Good night, Jaden. Coming up on Friday's program, we'll be talking about the Star of Hope program for the Homestead Hospice House here in Owatonna, and Owatonna Foundation will be joining us with everything that's going on for them, specifically some holiday and end of the year type conversations. So thank you again for joining us today. We'll see you next time.